It all started by accident. I'd been away from Paris for 7 years. And when I came back, I was lost. I had no friends, no place to go, no memories. After a period of inactivity, I went out into the street and wondered where all these people were going, what they were doing when they weren't working. So I thought I'd follow them and see, and by doing so, rediscover the city through their journeys, their desires, and their energy that I was lacking. I chose people by chance. A woman whose bag seemed too heavy, another woman whose coat I liked the color of. I really got into it, and I started wanting to photograph them and note down what they were up to, but just for me. There was no artistic aim. Then, one day, I followed a particular guy, and that gave me the idea of taking just one person and following him. I lost him early on in a department store. And that evening, I saw him again at an opening in a photo gallery, so I took it as a sign and decided to follow him. At the gallery, I overheard him telling a friend that the following month he was going to Venice. I decided to go too, and I started my investigation. I went to the police and called up all the hotels in Venice to try to track him down. I had my camera and a little dictaphone into which I recorded the name of the street where I was, what I was feeling, things about him, my fears, and so on. I photographed the streets he walked down, and I tried to take the same photos of the buildings he took. I photographed our mutual journey. I would wait outside his hotel, then follow him until I lost him, and then I'd find him again. The days went by like that, with a lot of waiting. I longed to get inside his room to see what he was reading, what clothes he'd brought with him, to get a closer look at him. What's interesting about this kind of work is that in the beginning, the people I follow mean nothing to me. But by observing this guy's rituals, it became of the utmost importance for me to know what he was eating and in which restaurant. I became obsessed with him. Not like a lover, but it was an obsession nonetheless. However, when everything is done and I want to leave, I do. So, the person and the details of their life that were at one time completely indispensable to me, the day I decide it's over, it's goodbye, and I forget them. After following the guy in Venice, I wanted to turn the idea around. I wondered what it would be like to be followed myself. So I decided to hire a private detective to follow me. A little before, I'd been seeing an older man, so I asked my mother to go to the agency and pretend she wanted to make sure I had stopped seeing him. And she hired a detective to follow me. Later, she received photos of me and a written report, and during the time he was following me, I kept my own record. I wrote down everything I did and why. It resulted in a double portrait. My day as seen by me and as seen by the detective. It was a kind of game. When I saw the contact sheet and the photos, I got very excited. They were both beautiful and amusing. When he photographed me and I was actually with a man, for example, the photos were slightly out of focus. You couldn't really make out the man. And I loved his vocabulary. Subject does this, subject does that. In all these projects, I never know the outcome. He could have sent an unreadable or boring report or bad photos. But when I received his material, I knew it had worked. I traveled around for 7 years, doing odd jobs whenever I could. When I got to California, I was offered a job as a go-go girl or stripper. I was a feminist then, and it seemed awful, so I refused. It kept playing on my mind. When I got back to France, it wouldn't go away. So I went to check out a strip joint at Pigalle. And one of the guys who ran it must have seen something in my eyes, because I was just watching the strippers in wide-eyed amazement. I'd never seen striptease before. He asked me if I wanted to try it, and I said yes right away. But I was totally unprepared, never having seen it before. He got me straight up on stage. It was just a seedy fairground strip joint with me in blue jeans. It was awful. So suddenly, after 3 minutes there, I was in this joint taking my clothes off, and afterwards the guy said, "If you want it, you've got the job." And I said yes. For that series of photos, there were 2 people, a friend of mine and a young woman who wanted to photograph strippers. So the photos came from different sources, and one of them is in the autobiographie series. Les histoires vraies, or true stories, are little autobiographical stories from what I consider key moments in my life. It was my friend's birthday, and I wanted to give him a present, but I didn't have any money to buy anything, so I wrote a little story. I took a Polaroid snap to prove it was true, like I usually do with photos. Then I made a little book, 10 centimeters by 8, with 6 or 7 stories. Just 10 Polaroids and a few sentences. I think that doing these autobiographical true stories was a way for me to rest, to stop spying on others and concentrate, to turn the camera on me. No one could object to that because they were my memories, my stories. So I think I had an unconscious desire to turn things around and leave others alone. It was my bed, the one I slept in until I was 17. Then my mom put it in a room which she rented out. On October 7th, 1979, the tenant burned to death in the bed. The firemen threw the bed out of the window, and for 9 days it stayed in the courtyard below. I started writing to keep track of things, of precise events. I wrote in the style of a police report. Subject leaves house at such and such a time and takes such and such a street. I still write like that, even in my autobiographies. I have no idea how a lot of projects will turn out. One day I thought I'd ask blind people what was the most beautiful thing they'd ever seen, but it seemed a bit cruel. I didn't dare start, through fear of being told to go to hell by the first person I asked. But the idea of asking what their idea of beauty was kept nagging away at me for a year. Then, one day, I was in Montpellier, and a blind man was walking towards me. I asked him if he'd been born blind, because in fact so few people are. He had been, so I jumped in at the deep end and asked my question, and he gave me my first answer, which was wonderful. The most beautiful thing I've ever seen is the sea stretching out forever and ever. Basically, he gave me the red light. His answer, which he gave like it was the most natural thing in the world, was such a strong image. And the fact that he wasn't shocked gave me the right to go on from there. In many of my recent projects, I don't even take the photos myself. If it's linked to a performance, like following someone in the street, I take them. And I took the photos of the blind. But if there's no performance, then I just take a bad snap with a Polaroid. I note down what I want, and I ask someone else to do the same photo, only in focus. I prefer that. There's more chance of getting a good result. This was in Minneapolis. They're photos I took of a bank securities videos. I'd become friends with a private detective who had these cassettes of people withdrawing money from the automated tellers. They were done with time-lapse film, one image per second, I think. You see people come in to withdraw money, and they're all smiles. And little by little during the whole procedure, and when the money comes out, their faces change completely. What I like about these photos is that there are people alone with their money. It's almost like being in a confessional box. So I got a hold of these cassettes, and I took Polaroids of them. And this was the first time that I had the pictures but no ideas. All these people in the dark, their faces and outlines, and I didn't know how to use them. Usually I have the idea and then get the pictures, but this time it was the other way around. These last 3 photos were sent to me by a man who wrote asking to become my slave. I've decided to do it, and I've written to him. I don't know what will happen. That's the game. He'll come, and I'll have to find an idea to work with.
Voilà.